man, say man. Matter of fact, YeaManeTV.
Hey man, say man. Hey, this finna be a very special episode of YeaManeTV. Hey, tell them who we got on the joint today.
You got Kam2Klutch.
Yeah, man. Hey, what side of the city you coming from?
I come from East Memphis.
Yeah, for sure that.
East Memphis, so.
Man, East Memphis perfect, fool. Cause like on my show, bro, we be talking about East Memphis a whole lot, fool.
Yeah.
How would you say East Memphis was back in the day?
Back in the day, man, you know what I'm saying? I was born in North Memphis, you know what I'm saying, with my folks living at Granny house like most folks, you know what I'm saying? You the firstborn, you know, you probably staying with Granny and your mama and shit.
Yeah.
So I was in North Memphis at first. We moved to Whitehaven, up on Mule Creek and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was probably like 5 years old or something like that. We had went ahead and started moving towards east and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Around like Hickory Hill, Ridgeway, Riverdale type area like that.
Yeah, for sure that.
And man, at the time, you know, it was cool, you know what I'm saying? Cause it looked better than what I seen before, you know what I'm saying? To some extent, you know what I'm saying? And I say when I first got there, you know, man, I just see, even at an early age, I just seen that my mom was trying to put me in a better little situation for me than she had for herself and the rest of our family at that time.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But as we know, today, fast forward, you know, East Memphis took a quick little turn.
That shit on the news so much.
Man, took a quick ass turn.
Nigga hate going there Winchester now, fool.
Man.
Hey, why you think that is though, bro? Cause it's a lot of people though that'll say, you know, East Memphis niggas is nice as a motherfucker. East Memphis always been nice. East Memphis always be high living. Hey, why you think people don't wanna? Why you think East Memphis done turned into what it is though, fool?
It started that way, but I think internally, like, if we want to get real deal down to the bare bones of what's going on, I think it's half of, you know, people like, okay, we see you moving out of the hood. We don't necessarily know how to take that. You know what I'm saying? You moving out of the hood in a way to you know, Memphis got some real hater energy.
Yeah, upstairs having that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know. So that's just what half of that is. Man, the other half is niggas was, man, slick nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You were raised to have a little more, you know, sense about
Respect.
yourself and respect about yourself. If
Clean clothes.
supposedly, you know what I'm saying, if your parents trying to push you in a better situation.
Yeah.
But that ain't even always the case. You know what I'm saying? East Memphis has like Section 8 housing as well and stuff like that even back then, you know what I'm saying? So it was real easy for somebody who just came from, you know, South Memphis, North Memphis and stuff to get a house over there around that time. But as well as also trying to put yourself in a better situation, you know what I'm saying, type shit.
Yeah.
You know, the whole city, all this shit just moves east,
It's
you know what I'm saying? It just moves east. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, you know, before you know it, you're going to have ghetto folk probably in Collierville in the next 20 years, you know what I'm saying? Just what, like how it is in East Memphis.
Cause Cordova fucked up.
Yeah, it's like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Cordova 15 years ago, you probably never even heard about the motherfucker having crime like that, you know what I'm saying?
Niggas stealing cars like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
Cordova,
so
fool.
like it just spreads. It just spreads, bro.
Yeah,
But
for sure that, bro.
I say with East Memphis, it also has a lot to do, you know, with people also wanting to prove themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
East Memphis being a new territory where ain't necessarily no crazy gang on top of that time. You know what I'm saying? Anything like that. You got folks who want to prove themselves and take, you know, control of the territory.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was a lot of it too. People coming like you ain't from the Haven. I'm really from the Haven. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Shit like that was going on around that time, man.
Yeah,
You know, when people want to prove themselves and you got people who didn't know no better anyway moving out there, it just gonna turn into, you know, what else is going on in the city. Yeah. But at the same time, shit, East Memphis got way more culture than it did at the time back then. So
yeah, East Memphis really is, bro. Like, it's probably the most famous. It's probably the most famous out of the sides of Memphis right now.
Right now, it's definitely the hottest.
Yeah, for
you know what I'm saying?
Me. Nicer houses, you know
what I'm saying?
Apartments.
Folks be in the East for sure, chilling, moving there, just anything.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, bro, look, hey, you had just told me out camera what had happened with your car and shit.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, fuck the kid, boys. We hate you, bro.
Right. Cold ass shit.
Hey, tell her what happened a little bit, for.
Man, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm just chilling, you know what I'm saying? And where I'm at, it got cameras and shit, you know what I'm saying? So that attests to the fact that I didn't see this shit, it had to happen fast. I go back, you know what I'm saying? I rewind the cameras and I'm looking at someone taking my car. It took them probably a whole 1 minute and 30 seconds to do the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like really got the whole little wire system and everything, the little, you know, transmitter, to get in that shit, didn't even have to break a window or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was in the Max Boogie. They want them Maxes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially the big body joints.
Yeah, for
You
sure,
know what I'm
bro.
saying? So, you know, but man, it took me about 5 days to get it back.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't finna go outside, so I just go around. I'm going to like apartment to apartment. I'm trying to look for cars and shit. Well, really just trying to see if I can find my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, just going. And then man, I found that joint with like Winchester Grove, I think that's the name of that joint.
Yeah.
That joint was there.
Yeah, it was still straight. There wasn't nothing wrong with it and shit.
I had a flat tire. Niggas took my J's out my back seat. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga.
My cone ass shit. So shit, man, I had a flat, so I had told my uncle to come get his tow truck, take that joint, got my key replaced, battery reprogrammed, all that.
Yeah, fuck the keyboard.
Fuck the keyboard.
Hey, but look, when did music become a thing for you, bro?
I don't know. It was music an inherited thing. It's an inherited thing. You know what I'm saying? I inherently just a creative ass nigga. Like my grandfather actually taught Isaac Hayes how to play piano.
For real?
You know what I'm saying? My great grandfather at that.
That's
So
crazy,
for the past 100 so years, that shit just been in me, in my family bloodstream. So, but I ain't really realized it at first, cause I'm not like growing up and shit like that. I was the oldest, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wasn't really around too many other kids like that. I had a few cousins. I had like 2 boy cousins around my age. They both passed now. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. And shit, I wasn't really talking to too many folks. I was going to school and shit like that. Probably, you know what I'm saying, just being cool with niggas and shit like that. But I wasn't really I was into shit niggas was doing. Like I was playing ball and shit like that.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, I'm 5'9". You know what I'm saying? It came a time where I was like, man, I want to do something else, cause I ain't getting picked for the high school team like that.
Yeah,
But so this so happens the year before that, I kind of started getting into record myself. But man, if I could take it back,
You were rapping for?
I started rapping when I was like 13.
Yeah,
But
sure.
what's crazy is when I was like 6, 7 and shit like that, I cared about music. But I can't say that, man, I was 6, 7, you know what I'm saying, spinning in front of my family like niggas be. I wasn't doing it. What I was doing, you know what I'm saying, I was playing video games and shit like any other kid.
Yeah,
But it took me to go to Lamar On. I went to Lamar On for like a little camp where they helped me build a computer, you know what I'm saying? Like from scratch type shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, I took that junk home and I always loaded up music on it, cause you know, there ain't nothing else to do at that time. It's like 2005.
Yeah, hey, what camp
2004.
bro? They still do that camp?
Kids and technology, they don't do it no more.
Man, that's what's wrong with the city,
They don't do it
bro.
no more.
It ain't that much shit going on
Man.
that used to be going on.
Because I credit that camp with giving me, you know, my knowledge about, you know, electronics and, you know, technology and things like that.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't had to know how to go download MP3s at that time, you know, uploading CDs through the burner, you know what I'm saying, 2005, putting it all on Windows Media Player and, you know, really starting to fall in love with music because I had more access to it rather than just in the crib, listen to whatever my mama and them playing, or in the car listening to whatever my mama and them playing.
You bumping your own shit.
Yeah, I was starting to bump what I wanted to bump. You know, at the time it was like mystical. You know what I'm saying? It was shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But they kind of catapulted me into liking music.
Yeah.
And then I say another thing happened when I went to Stax Music Academy.
Yeah.
I was like 12. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows Stax. You know what I'm saying? The Music Academy. You go there. You know, they had the summer camp where you'll go there, you'll learn how to do like performing arts.
Legendary.
At that time, it was 2005 or 6, something like that.
Yeah.
And you know, that was around the time Ray Charles died. So that whole summer was a tribute to Ray Charles and shit like that. So we had to listen to his music, like his mess around joint, like all type of stuff, like all his music for the most part.
The States Museum still do that account for? I mean, that count?
I feel like they still might do that joint right there.
Oh, okay.
But I say that I gotta credit that account to really like giving me my whole start. You know what I'm saying? Really giving me, you know, the insight to be like, man, I can really make music. You know what I'm saying? Cause they were just having folks like sing, dance, do stuff like that. I wasn't doing that. I wanted to rap at the joint. So they were like, we can't have you rapping or whatever. So I was like an actor. I was like one of the people who were acting in the little play or whatever like that.
Yeah.
But being around all them people, like everybody there, like they weren't just doing that. There was people who also play other instruments because some people were older. They was already in middle school in the band, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So I met folks who made me want to get into the band, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I get into the band, I started playing around with like trumpet, baritone, horn, you know what I'm saying, keys a little bit. I really wanted to play drums
Yeah.
because Drumline just came out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't let me get the drums. So, but that's really my start into music. I had to say. Then like in 12th grade, I was like band cool. Not 12th grade, but when I was 12 years old, I was like band cool. But man, it's just more I want to do out here.
Yeah.
I just started falling in love with rap a little bit more. I started smoking and shit, you know what I'm saying, when I was like 12. And me and my it was a wild summer, I suppose.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? Shit. But me and my homies used to just listen to Lil Wayne and Gucci, like all the time. Like we'll go on something called Berkshire or something like that, and we would just download every day. If they put up a new song, cause Lil Wayne was dropping every day.
Every day.
I just download this shit and I just listen to it and study what he's saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that, man, turned into me wanting to do the shit myself. So
Yeah,
I go on LimeWire.
Yeah.
I download T.I. and Gucci Mane instrumentals, and I just start rapping to them.
Yeah, for sure, that, bro.
Man,
Hey, what was that first thing that happened, fool, that made you be like, yeah, I'm doing the music shit, fool. Like this what
man,
I'm
honestly,
doing.
man, just needing an outlet. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? At the time, I was going through other shit. You know, my parent, my stepdad, and my mama separating and shit, so they was busy doing whatever they doing. Mama working more, going to school and stuff. So I was just doing whatever with my homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like shit, it was get bored sometimes. I ain't hooping no more like that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm in high school and only the 6 foot niggas getting picked by Coach Edwards. You know what I'm saying? At the win, cause that's where I was at.
That's how I win.
Yeah, you know, at that time they had the undefeatable last basketball team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How you went? You went to that jump with me, feed me for.
Yeah.
Yeah, the goat in the city, man. For real,
Man,
dog.
hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That,
Yeah, like she was real cool at that joint. It was actually a whole bunch of people at this school. It was like one of the biggest schools in Tennessee. Really Tennessee at that time. I think it was the second largest high school.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole bunch of people there that I know, like what's her name? Juicy Fruit.
Juicy Fruit.
It's like she went there.
Man, goat.
Me, Miss Feed Me,
hard.
Juicy Fruit, like all in the same class type shit. You know what I'm saying?
See, they're hard, bro. That'll be a legendary class
Big
picture,
ass
bro.
school on top of more people who went there, like Jarnell Stokes and
Yeah, he was hooping one.
Yeah, he was
Yeah, I remember.
And like it was, man, there's a lot of people that went there. You know what I'm saying? It was a good little school.
Hey, but after high school, bro, you ended up in Nashville.
I ended up in Nashville.
Yeah, how you ended up there, for?
My older brother was already going there.
Yeah.
I got an older brother named Jay Denzel. He really actually taught me how to make beats. He the first nigga to put me in front of Fruit Loops and like really start teaching me how to make beats. You know what I'm saying? So I was already like on his tail as far as what I wanted to do with music. He wanted to go to MTSU because they had studios in the music program. So 4 years later, I wanted to go ahead and do the same thing because I felt like it was gonna be the best way for me to really start knowing how this music game really worked. You know what I'm saying? All the ins and outs. So, man, I have to say, man, just him. I give a lot of that credit to him or whatever. But
Yeah, for sure. Hey, how is it musically? What's the vibe you get out of Nashville when you're recording, for?
man, the vibe I get out of Nashville folks, I ain't gonna lie, they some creative motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause coming from Memphis, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. For the past 20 years, we didn't have about the similar style. You know what I'm saying? You know, fairly crunk for the most part, street vibes and shit like that. He turned it up even more, made it a little more mainstream.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Along with Block Boy and Drake.
Yeah.
But I say when I was in Nashville, they really put me on to the more, intellectual side of rap. I say with the whole backpack type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Niggas are over there rapping like J. Cole and shit. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And that was something I needed to see. And that was something I needed to be a part of. Like, I met niggas like my boy Ricky Blue. He was big in Nashville for a little minute while he was doing his thing, alongside niggas like Isaiah Rashad, part of TDE and whatever like that. Like, he was there. Like, and MT, just being an MT for real, like, you didn't even have to really just be in Nashville to be around, like, a lot of niggas who did music.
Yeah.
Cause, even Lecrae went to MT, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
MT like one of the biggest music schools in the United States.
Yeah, hey, coming from Memphis though, bro, we look at Nashville as a nice ass city.
Yeah.
Like, is it nice out there? Is it nice out there? Like how we look at Nashville?
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. It look nicer for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Every city gonna have its ghetto, but it look nicer for the most part for sure. And like as far as they people go,
Yeah.
I love the people that I've known in Nashville to love, you know what I'm saying? But it's just so different, you know what I'm saying? I guess because it's such a melting pot. Like you got a whole bunch of African people that stay in Nashville. You got a whole bunch of Hispanic people once you get around like Laverne and stuff. And it's like you got some black people and a whole bunch of white folks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So as far as like poverty and stuff, Memphis is more stricken with it, you know. So you got people here who willing to do things people in Nashville never fathomed to do because they ain't had to, you know what I'm saying? So I'd say it's a little nice, but ain't nothing wrong with a little nice sometimes.
Yeah,
So
for sure,
that's why people from Memphis, we love to go up to Nashville just to visit and shit like that, just to get away from here. You know what I'm saying?
YeaManeTV.
Yeah, for speaking of Nashville, bro, like Starlito really one of my favorite rappers, fool. Like me being from Memphis, they might be my favorite rapper
Mine too.
since I was a little, for real.
For sure. Honestly, like, and it really didn't get that way till I got to the Ville.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure that, bro. Like, this nigga been my favorite rapper pretty much since I was in, like, what, 10th grade in high school, fool? And it, like, what is it about, bro, persona and, like, just what he be rapping about that keep him relevant all these years, fool? Even though he's so behind the scenes, fool.
Because the mind's so personal. He'll say the shit on the record that most rappers ain't trying to say.
Yeah.
Because, like, a lot of rappers, especially in the time when he was coming up, they were more braggadocious than anything. They weren't telling it how it really is around that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, he came with, like, Grey Goose and shit like that.
Yeah.
But,
I go ham.
yeah, but when he started doing, you know what I'm saying, all his mixtapes that niggas really love.
Yeah,
like,
Elbow myself.
yeah.
Like yeah.
He was really saying some personal stuff on there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Some stuff that make another nigga say, oh, you a weak ass nigga because you showing your emotions a lot.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
But niggas didn't do that to Starlito.
Yeah,
Niggas do it to Drake, but niggas didn't do it to Starlito. Cause you could tell at the same time he a real street nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that nigga really been through it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
for sure.
saying? So he can talk about his pain with he had with baby mama and other hoes and how he love them and shit like that. But he'll follow it up with shit like, what was I thinking? You know what I'm saying? Part 1, 2, or 3, and you know, right. There's so many. Like my favorite genre is actually Renaissance Gangster.
Renaissance Gangster.
Yeah.
I got a January rich.
Yeah, that's like the most Memphis genre. It's like you get Starlito on 8-ball ass type beats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's like my whole little flavor I like to do. So just him being so versatile, that puts him above so many other rappers.
Yeah.
Think about it. We've been listening to Starlito how long?
Man, at least
15 years.
At least 15 years. Fool.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at least. Hey, but is he the king of the Villa though, or is it still Buck?
It's definitely Starlito.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Buck had stuff going on, you know, made people look at him kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? However that worked down there. You know what I'm saying? Just through what I heard through other Nashvilleans, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They always put Starlito above him.
Yeah, for sure that, bro. For sure that. Hey, switching gears to Memphis artists. What is it about Memphis artists that you like working with in comparison to like Nashville? You know, Nashville cool, but yeah.
Man, it's really funny. Like the people in Nashville, like they pretty creative, but people in Memphis got a crazy work ethic when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas in Memphis be able to drop like I recorded like 3 niggas last night, 3 young niggas. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to BG Ryan, Draco Peas, and K Deezy. I recorded them last night. They some niggas from Bethel Grove, young niggas. And they, like in 3 hours, they knocked out 9 songs.
Ooh, like
3 hours.
punching in, going straight through.
Punching in, going straight through on the ones that they thought about, you know.
Yeah.
But it was a real deal, 9 in 3 hours. A lot of folks can't do that.
That good work day.
Yeah, in Nashville, they like to take their time, like they baking a cake. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
But they more so, I'm just trying to make the best song possible.
Yeah.
Niggas in Memphis, we more so, we try to make as many.
Get shit out of there.
We just trying to get this shit out of there.
Treat
You know
this
what I'm
shit
saying?
like drugs.
Exactly. Exactly. We treat this shit like drugs, and they treat it like baking a cake.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
What's some big artists that you don't work with, bro? Like, you know, who you don't put some work in?
Man, I say, I worked with quite a few. Even in Nashville, I worked with a couple niggas. Like, I didn't record them, but Trapping Man Dale recorded at the studio that I had built when I was in the Ville.
Yeah.
Recorded one of Boosie artists as well. That was in the Ville. When I got here, that's when it really kind of started turning up.
Yeah.
And since I've been here, I recorded LeChat. I recorded Big 30.
Big
I
30.
recorded Sit. I record Kato. I produced for Kato and Sit as well. I've recorded Bankroll Freddy. I recorded Bankroll Tank.
Yeah,
You
for
know
sure.
what I'm saying? Just
Hey, you
killing niggas.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, you got this song with Gucci and who was on that song with him?
Kato 2 times.
Yeah, how did that come back, bro? How it feel doing the song with Gucci for?
Like I said 10 minutes ago, like Gucci one of the niggas who really made me want to even start making music.
Yeah.
And Zaytoven made me want to start making beats. Like Zaytoven and Drummer Boy, my two favorite producers at that time. And made me start getting real crazy on that Fruity Loop shit. And man, just doing the song bro with Gucci, it made me feel like damn, me and Kato could really be the next Gucci and Zay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that being said, man, it just made me even hungrier being able to do that junk. For real.
Yeah, for sure.
Like after that joint, it just turned me up, you know, of course on social media and in the game and shit, but it turned me up like morale wise.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I ain't had a bad day since.
Hey, God is good, bro. Hey, look, in Memphis, like we got talented artists for sure. We got talented video men out it, but the producers, like they thumb is really on the game right now.
Yeah.
Hit Kid, Take Key, it plenty of motherfuckers who doing that thing. Drummer Boy, like how I feel, bro, being a producer and knowing like Memphis beat, Memphis sound is like what these motherfuckers want to listen to.
Man, I feel good that, you know what I'm saying, people really fucking with what I got going on as far as the beats and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I always know it's still such a long way to go. Like, people love the producers and shit like that, but the producers are still undervalued.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially when you getting like, you make 50% of the song basically. You get 50% publishing, you know what I'm saying, but you get decimals compared to, you know, what everybody else make off of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And with producers, it all depends on knowing your worth and knowing that, yeah, I know I could probably sell 20 beats a day if I run them jumps for $25, $50 on the lease.
Yeah.
But I think I deserve 200 at least. You know what I'm saying? And really standing on it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stand on it. Live your price. Now set your price, live your life. That's my favorite quote.
Yeah, for sure that, bro. Facts, bro. Hey, but going into trending topics and shit, man. YeaManeTV, he got suspended 2 games.
Yeah.
And you know, he flashed the gun on the internet. The internet say he be playing tough and you know, trying NBA Ja Wick.
Yeah.
How you feel about his little situation, for?
Honestly, I feel like he really being real in the sense that he just being like every other black teen, not teen, but 20 to 23-year-old alive right now. Like, if you from a city like Memphis or a city where he from in the Carolinas, then that's just what we grow into. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying. Now, due to his stature and due to what he you know stand for, you know what he stand for and shit. You know what I'm saying? As far as being an NBA person who can eventually be an NBA legend, I don't think it's the smartest thing, the wisest thing to do. You know what I'm saying? But I do hate what the media tries to do to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I heard that, for instance, by a close source, that he didn't get suspended. He left, you know what I'm saying, for a couple of days, like, excuse me, team, let me go get my mind right type shit. He didn't actually get suspended. If that's the case, you know what I'm saying, I feel like it's fucked up what the media try to do to portray him as someone who just gonna be this troublemaker throughout the league. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, while I feel like it's you know what I'm saying, something that a lot of people do, I would say that I have never seen somebody in the NBA post a picture like that. I heard a story, like we all heard the Gilbert Arena story, he had the gun in the locker and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, I just hope the NBA don't do him too bad, you know what I'm saying, because it's physical evidence that, you know what I'm saying, he had what he had.
Yeah, so. For sure there, bro. Pooh Shiesty, bro, put his imprint on the game for like, it's a whole, most artists to me sound like, you know, Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah.
And shit, like, how you feel about his imprint on the game before like the sound, Shiesty Mad, like all this shit. Like he just got the whole world. You hear me on this Shiesty shit?
Man, I really fuck with it.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying. I always credit the Drake, Black Boy, and Take Key song. You know what I'm saying. Look Alive joint.
Yeah.
It's really put Memphis inside the show light.
Yeah.
But I always credit Pooh Shiesty with keeping it going. You know what I'm saying. Along with Bag too, of course.
Yeah, Money
You know
Bag
what I'm
hard.
saying. But Shiesty is so unique to what Memphis has going on right now. Cause rapping shit is really like a young man game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. And Shiesty is probably the biggest indicator of where rap in Memphis is gonna go the next 10 years from now. You know what I'm saying? In comparison to like Gotti and Bag and shit like that.
Yeah, for sure.
So, it's like with his music, you really get the bare bones of what Memphis is. You know what I'm saying? He really talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Not just making songs for the industry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's some real Memphis shit.
It's raw. It's too raw. You know what I'm saying? Because he was making the songs and allegedly currently doing the shit.
Yeah, allegedly, for. Hey, 2023 been a motherfucker for the city though, bro. We lost the legend, bro. Gangsta Boo.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Gangsta Boo. And we lost Big Scar for a young legend in the making. How what's your take on those situations, bro? Like, how you feel about that whole thing?
Man, I think it's real sad that we got people who really want to take out someone who does nothing but give love to the city and make the city, you know what I'm saying, have more value than it had before. You know what I'm saying? Dolph add value to the city the same way the Grizzlies add value to the city. Niggas think about Memphis, they think about Dolph, they think about, they think about Gotti, they think about Grizzlies. You know what I'm saying? If you're from the outside. You know what I'm saying? So to take that away from us is really a big blow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when you know that he's somebody who was actually trying to put other niggas in a position to be where he was. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a real unfortunate situation as far as Dolph. And as far as Boo, like I love Boo. I met Boo before. Like she fucked with me on the strength of me and my niggas really paying homage to her sound. Back in 2012, we were dropping stuff that was in the likes of 3-6 and stuff when we were ready to clan with Space Ghost, Xavier, and all them folks. Yeah. They really took a liking to what we was doing, and she invited me to one of her mixtape release parties. I got to meet her drummer, you know what I'm saying, Chat, you know what I'm saying. It was always number love. So to actually know her, have phone conversation with her, and for her to really like have to pass the way she did, you know what I'm saying, it's real unfortunate.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and Big Scar too, bro. He had passed. Yeah. It was a situation with Gucci and Quez Ruthless, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, what's your take on that whole situation, bro? Like, I know he apologized, he fixed it, and shit, but what's your take on the situation?
Man, it's a time where, someone that everybody really, you know what I'm saying, regardless of what anybody say, you know what I'm saying, I feel like Gucci had love for Scar, his brother and them loved him, you know what I'm saying? So at that time, you just got emotions flaring up and flying everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You really can't blame too many or fault anybody too much for their emotions during that time. Yeah. It's like a week after weekend, you know what I'm saying? So folks gonna say things they don't mean or take actions they really don't mean, you know what I'm saying, to the next level, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I do love how they did resolve it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like as far as that shit go, man, it's just all about communication at the end of the day. That's really what it looked like it was about, like miscommunication. You know what I'm saying? Which us as black people, we always got room for improvement in communication around.
For sure there, bro. All right, Memphis, bro, we a hotbed for artists, we a hotbed for producers. Yeah. But we also like creator content. It's a lot of content coming out of the city. We got Famous Animal, Back of the Class, the debut platform. Can You Spit? You know what I mean? There's plenty of platform coming out the city, bro. Like, how you feel about that in general and like all the content coming out the city for?
Man, I'm messing with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Cause we gotta report on ourselves. Nobody gonna make us look good like we can make us look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, we be y'all everywhere. Like we be on Say Cheese, we be on, you know what I'm saying, neighborhood talk type shit. You know what I'm saying? For all type of shit that ain't got nothing to do with what's good. You know what I'm saying? For real, to be honest.
That's where I want to come in.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I mess with y'all. you know what I'm saying, at TV, and I even fuck with like the Kings of Memphis media page too on the social media, cause they'll take black business and put them out there sometimes and like really promote the good in the city. Like we just need more of that. You know what I'm saying? So I think, man, as far as this whole media thing in Memphis, I think that it really just boomed like a motherfucker since COVID.
Yeah.
For real.
Like for real, since COVID, bro, it been booming.
Yeah, this shit been booming, and I think it's gonna continue to boom and shit, cause we need it. Like, this the entertainment industry. Like, we all need each other. Media, rappers, producers, yeah, like we all need each other. So the bigger we get, the more money gonna, infiltrate and be able to, circulate within.
Yeah. Hey, what's some upcoming projects you got coming out?
Man, I'm working on an album right now. I ain't particularly got a name for it, but I'm working on an album where I'll be making the beats, I'll be mixing the mastering. And I'll have some artists that I met over time or haven't even met yet, just want to do some work with, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a part of it. And I really just want to show the best sides of Memphis and the best sides of Tennessee.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because like we discussed, I got people out in Nashville too, and I want it to be sort of like a melting pot of an album in a sense.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Tell them folks your social media, bro, so they can get in contact with you, bro, to get on that album.
Man, everything Kam2Klutch. It's Kam with a K, K-A-M. The number 2, Klutch with a K.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
sure,
saying?
bro.
On Instagram, Twitter, all that shit.
Yeah, man. Go fuck with my boy on the music tip. And it's been a great interview, bro. I appreciate your time, bro. Man, peace and prosperity to you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, appreciate that, bro.
No thing.
Hey, man, say, man. Matter of fact, YeaManeTV.